Hi everyone, and welcome to day 12 of our Lifestyle Prescriptions Bootcamp. Now yesterday I talked about the different stress triggers, and I'm wondering if you've actually noticed any stress triggers that you had not acknowledged before in the light of what we were discussing. Today I'm going to look a bit more closely at the unconscious conditioned reflexes that we all respond to, and how deeply ingrained they are in our behaviors without us actually thinking about them at all. I'm going to just tell you a story, and I may not remember all the actual details. I remember concepts rather than detail, but this will give you a pretty good idea of what I'm meaning. So I remember hearing about a mother who she'd been to a gala dinner where she'd actually eaten a huge variety of foods, all sorts of different things. And on her way to the car afterwards, she received a phone call telling her that her son had been called up to fight in Iraq or Iran when the war was on. And she just fainted with the shock of it. This was a traumatic life event for her. Her thoughts were, my son is going to die. So she came round and obviously got home, and from that time, when she started eating anything again, she had a variety of food allergies. Now, why was that? Because at the moment of that traumatic life event, these different food elements were actually in her body. The food is like chemicals, they're relative to chemicals in our body. And when she ate any of them, her unconscious flagged up, danger, danger, it's a very dangerous situation. And and the body reacted in a conditioned reflex to the threat and her inner fear, my son is going to die. So she didn't think about that, but her body remembered when she ate this particular food. It was in her system when she had the dangerous situation. That means it's happening again, it's happening again, it's happening again. So can you see that at such a deep unconscious level, the body responds through what looks like allergies? So you can have symptoms in your body that actually are flagging up something else. They're trying to recreate the whole situation until that emotional response is resolved. So another instance could be someone who was bullied at work and they were traumatized by the constant verbal attacks. Finally, leaving their job, they found another place of work. But every day on their way to work, they had a panic attack. Now, why would this be? Well, this person was driving past their old workplace to get to their new work. And what did their unconscious do? It flagged up the danger, danger, every time they went past that old workplace. And so it went back, the body response went back into the panic, the fear, the terror that happened at work. And they had those deep, fearful responses in their cellular memories, in their bodies. Those emotions were caught and frozen. So, as I said yesterday, there doesn't have to be an obvious traumatic life event like the lady with the food, but it could be somebody like with the bullying where it kind of grew, and it grew and grew and grew. It wasn't a huge one-off event. Now, remember that what may be devastating to you may be something, doesn't mean anything to somebody else. Doesn't mean it's wrong or that you're not good enough or anything. Your response is totally, totally valid. And it's really important because this is your response and you have your own way of dealing with things. Now, these emotions and thoughts that you get are frozen, that you get in the stressful times, are frozen in your body. Remember, emotion equals physiology at its most basic kind of level. So you can be re-triggered at any point, any time, by any of the visual cues, the auditory cues, some gustatory cues. That's the lady with the food in her stomach. any of these feeling cues even. So, you know, sometimes when you think, oh, I have a bad feeling about this, well, actually, maybe that's not anything more than something being re-triggered in you. It may be that you need to look for the emotions that are frozen in you and release them. And there are many, many people who are trained to release emotions that are stuck in you and are causing these responses. So I encourage you to look at your behaviors, look at your responses. Is there a certain person who triggers and re-triggers you and you've no idea why? But, you know, they've got this certain tone of speaking that if you think about it reminds you of maybe a teacher that was, you know, maybe slapped you or something like that. So I'm asking you to be a detective today. Have fun with that and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.